1. California, then versus now. Back in 1848, California was a rugged frontier. Word spread that gold was glimmering in its rivers, and within a year, thousands of dreamers stormed the state, pickaxes in hand. Towns sprang up overnight, some vanished just as quickly. The gold rush wasn't just about treasure, it was about hope, risk, and reinvention. Fast forward to today, and California still attracts fortune seekers. But instead of gold pans, they carry laptops and startup pitches. Silicon Valley, once orchards and quiet farmland, now churns out tech giants like Apple, Google, and Tesla. Hollywood, born in the early 20th century, transformed California into a global cultural powerhouse, shaping music, film, and style. Here's the shocker: if California were a country, its economy would rank 5th in the world, ahead of the UK and India. From pickaxes to iPhones, this state's journey shows how quickly fortunes can flip. California's transformation is proof that chasing dreams, whether shiny gold nuggets or shiny new apps, has always been part of its DNA. 2. Texas, then versus now. Think of Texas in the 1800s, wide open plains, cowboys herding cattle, and rugged ranch life. Then came the oil boom of the early 1900s. Black gold gushed from the earth, creating millionaires overnight and reshaping the economy. For decades, Texas was the face of American oil power. But here's the twist: today, Texas is the #1 state for wind energy. Drive through West Texas and you'll see endless rows of giant turbines spinning like futuristic cowboys wrangling the wind. The state that once symbolized fossil fuels now leads in renewables. Culturally, Texas still holds onto its cowboy boots, barbecue, and rodeo pride. Yet at the same time, cities like Austin have become hubs for tech and music, attracting young innovators. Texas teaches us that even traditions as tough as leather boots can evolve. From oil derricks to wind farms, Texas embodies the push and pull between old power and new energy. 3. New York, then versus now. In the late 1800s, New York was the first stop for millions of immigrants. Ellis Island bustled with families clutching suitcases, hearts full of hope. The city's tenements were crowded, factories roared, and sweatshops exploited workers, but opportunity pulsed through its veins. Today, New York is a global capital of finance, culture, and diversity. Wall Street fuels the world economy, Broadway dazzles audiences, and its skyline, crowned by the Empire State Building and One World Trade, represents ambition. The city speaks over 200 languages, making it one of the most diverse places on Earth. The shock: over 8.5 million people live in New York City alone, making it more populous than some entire countries. New York's transformation is a story of grit. From immigrant sweat to skyscraper steel, it's proof that the American dream can be crowded, messy, but still alive. 4. Florida then versus now. Once upon a time, Florida was swampland, mosquitoes buzzing, alligators lurking, settlers struggling with humidity and floods. It was considered America's last frontier. Then came a man named Walt Disney. In the 1960s, he secretly bought up acres of swamp to build the happiest place on Earth. Disney World opened in 1971, and suddenly Florida became a tourist magnet. Add to that the Kennedy Space Center, where rockets blasted humans to the moon, and Florida's image flipped from swamp to stardust. Today, Florida is both a retirement haven and a tourist powerhouse, drawing over 120 million visitors a year. But it also faces the dark side of climate change, with hurricanes and rising seas threatening its coasts. Florida transformed from a land people avoided to a destination people dream about. From gators to galaxies, it's proof that imagination can rewrite destiny. 5. Illinois, Chicago then versus now. Chicago burned to the ground in the Great Fire of 1871. Instead of giving up, the city rebuilt itself into something greater. Engineers invented the skyscraper, and Chicago's skyline became a symbol of American resilience. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Chicago was America's meatpacking capital. Railroads shipped food nationwide. It was also the home of jazz, blues, and innovation. But the most shocking story: the city literally reversed the flow of its river to clean up pollution. Today, Chicago is a global hub of finance, culture, and architecture. Its skyscrapers inspire cities worldwide, and its food scene reflects its immigrant history. Deep dish pizza, hot dogs, and beyond. Chicago's transformation shows how a city can turn tragedy into triumph, ashes into innovation. 6. Nevada, then versus now. Nevada was once an unforgiving desert, home to sparse mining towns and tough survival. Gold and silver strikes in the 1800s created boomtowns, but most faded as quickly as they appeared. The real transformation came in 1931, when gambling was legalized. Las Vegas exploded into life, fueled first by mobsters, then by corporations. Neon lights turned night into day, and Vegas became the entertainment capital of the world. Here's the kicker: while tourists come for casinos, Nevada still produces about 75% of America's gold. Beneath all the glitter, it remains a mining powerhouse. Nevada's journey from dusty ghost towns to neon playgrounds proves that sometimes reinvention means betting everything and winning big. 7. Michigan, then versus now. Early 1900s Michigan roared to life when Henry Ford introduced the assembly line. Detroit became the Motor City, producing cars that revolutionized the world. Workers earned high wages, and the city's culture thrived with Motown music and industry pride. But by the late 20th century, globalization and automation crushed Detroit's economy. Factories closed, people left, and the city even declared bankruptcy. Detroit became a symbol of America's industrial decline. Now, a rebirth is underway. Detroit is reinventing itself with electric vehicles, startups, and a growing art scene. The Motor City is trying to become the EV capital of the world. Michigan's story is one of resilience. From horsepower to electric power, from collapse to comeback. 8. Colorado, then versus now. In the 1800s, Colorado was full of miners chasing silver and gold in the Rockies. Boomtowns popped up overnight, then disappeared once the mines dried. Today, Colorado is famous for outdoor adventure, ski resorts, and its progressive industries. Denver has grown into a thriving city with tech companies, and Colorado made history by legalizing recreational cannabis in 2012, creating a billion-dollar market. But here's the fun twist: Denver's airport has become a hotspot for conspiracy theories, with rumors about secret tunnels and hidden symbols. Colorado transformed from rough mining camps to a high state, literally and figuratively, balancing nature, innovation, and quirky culture. 9. Washington, then versus now. Washington started as a land of logging, with endless forests fueling America's need for lumber. The shipping industry kept its ports alive, and Boeing built airplanes that connected the world. Then came the tech wave. Microsoft in the 1970s, Amazon in the 1990s, and Starbucks coffee culture turned Seattle into a global trendsetter. From cloud computing to coffee shops, Washington reinvented itself as a modern hub. Surprise fact: Seattle has more coffee shops per capita than any city in America. Washington's transformation shows how a place of lumberjacks and loggers can evolve into a land of coders and creators. 10. Hawaii, then versus now. Long before statehood, Hawaii was a proud kingdom with its own monarchy and traditions. Sugar plantations and foreign influence slowly changed its landscape, leading to U.S. annexation in 1898. World War II brought tragedy when Pearl Harbor was attacked, forever altering its history. Now, Hawaii is a top tourist destination, drawing millions with its beaches, volcanoes, and aloha spirit. At the same time, native Hawaiian culture is experiencing a revival. Hula, language, and traditions are being reclaimed. Here's the shocking part: Hawaii imports about 85 to 90% of its food, despite being fertile and green. Hawaii's transformation is bittersweet: paradise built on loss, but also resilience and cultural pride.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe.